Good afternoon, welcome to Sunday service. How are we all, flower pots? Are we all well? Good afternoon, it is 12 noon, it is Sunday, and I am here with a Sunday service. I didn't do night time with Nelly on Wednesday because I didn't know it was Wednesday, so I got my days mixed up this week. I've had a really busy week, and I'm trying to rush everything into my week. I'm trying to do 3 works a week in a week because I'm going away on my holidays on Wednesday. It's my first holiday away with my boyfriend. A lot of people keep saying make a break. I hope it doesn't break us because I love him very much. He is the actual one. I found the one. Whatever the one may be, he's it. So yes, my apologies if you logged on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. I wasn't there. I was not there because I didn't know it was fucking Wednesday. So here I am with Sunday service. Hello and good afternoon. If you're nursing a hangover, make sure you drink plenty of fluids, get a little bit of food inside you and try and sleep it off. If you're here and you're making the Sunday roast and you're listening to me, that's fine. What are you making? Let me know. Give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. Kelly says, we're watching you for the first time. Well, that's brilliant, but what do we do here on Sunday service? I read out lots of Dear Auntie Nellies and I answer them off the cuff. I have no idea what I'm going to read. So it's a majority of Dear Auntie Nelly, they're all anonymous, and I have no idea what they're going to be till I open the form. They are split for me into nighttime with Nelly and Sunday service, so Sunday service problems are a little bit more friendly than the nighttime with Nelly's, which are very X-rated. So, somebody just said you're glowing. If you follow me on Instagram, Antonella Uncensored, you'll know that I've just done some stories live here in the kitchen and I'm actually sweating. This isn't glow, I'm sweating. I'm having a massive menopausal moment this morning. But we're going to get on with Sunday service and then I am going over to that hero of the clit. Where my boyfriend lives in Clitheroe. I think it's hilarious. Clit hero, Clitheroe. And I'm going to spend the day with him. And then the next 2 weeks you'll not see me, but I will post some videos which I've already done as reviews because I'll be on my holidays with my gorgeous boyfriend. Our first holiday away, so very excited. So without further ado, shall we? I just want to say as well, tomorrow evening, Monday night, 8 o'clock, I was going to do 7. I don't know whether to do 7 or 8, so you let me know, but usually 8 o'clock. Monday night, 8 o'clock, I'm going live on my Facebook page with Mum doing What's in the Box. So there we go. And I sound so excited. I am so excited. I am very excited. Even though I'm having a menopausal moment, God knows what I'll look like by the time I do get to my boyfriend's this afternoon. But regardless of whether I look glowing or excited or a hot mess, he still loves me. And that's all that fucking matters. Right. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend of 6 months has asked me to invest in a business venture. Oh, he says it can't fail and I'd be crazy to leave all my savings in building society earning so little when he says this business will make us millionaires. I love him so much and the day he came into my life, my world changed as I was lonely before. But I'm really cautious and I have a funny feeling about this venture. What would you do? Well, what I would do is ask him to give me a business plan to put down on paper exactly what he's looking to do. How can he be absolutely certain that this business is going to make you a millionaire? And what is he putting into the business? It's all right saying take your savings out your building society, flower, and put it here, we're going to be millionaires. But what is he putting into the business? It's got to be a two-way thing. Now, if he says, look, you're the one with the money and I haven't got the money, but if you put it in, I know it's going to make us millionaires. Is he then going to pay you back what you put in? It's going to be 50-50 now. What I will say, I'm 45 years old and the one thing I've learned to rely on is Hartley's at the side of me, just looking up at me. God love him. The one thing I've learned to rely on now as a 45-year-old woman is my gut instinct. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Now, there's been times where I've not listened to my gut and I've fucked up big time. I've sort of gone against it and thought, no, it's just a funny feeling. Maybe it's because I'm nervous. Maybe it's because I don't like change, it's something new. But no, believe me, if something's telling you it's not right, 99% of the time, it won't be right. So what I would say to him is, I'm absolutely fine with you wanting to go into business and try and make some money for us, ongoing. However, I need a business plan. I need something set down on paper, and then you can decide from there. So that's what I would do. I'd get a solicitor, maybe a solicitor involved or someone who knows about business, but I certainly won't be pulling any money out of any building society and passing over cash to somebody that I'd only known for 6 months, okay? That's my advice. And yeah, just always go with your gut instinct. If there's one thing I can say to anybody, your gut instinct, honest to God, it really does speak to you and you must listen. The times you don't listen, you're going to regret it. Okay. Dear Auntie Nelly, I like to remain anonymous. Now, just letting you all know, whether you write in for Sunday service or Night Time with Nelly, everything's anonymous, okay? I have a boyfriend that I love very much. He lives in Bath. He lives in Bath, and I live in Kent. We've been together 2 years. We met on internet. I've been sending fake pictures of a girl pretending it's me. He says I'm very beautiful. He loves me very much and I do him. However, he keeps trying to FaceTime me and now he's begging for us to meet. But how can I? Because I'm not the girl on the pictures. Please give me advice. I want a future with this boy as I've never felt this way before. But what do I do? After all these years, I've been lying to someone who says he loves me and thinks the pictures I've been sending is the most beautiful girl in the world. Okay, so I don't know how you're going to come clean, but he will eventually stop. He'll stop FaceTiming you and he'll stop asking you to meet. In 2 years, he's only just started begging to meet. Wow. I'd say, in my honest opinion, that after 6 or 7 weeks of talking to somebody on an internet, getting to know somebody, within a couple of months, if you haven't sort of made arrangements to meet, okay, or done a FaceTime, because there's nothing wrong with meeting people on the internet. We're so lucky now that we have all these different avenues to meet people, lots of different platforms. If it wasn't for the internet, I'd have no job. Anyway, so you haven't actually met him, but you've been talking for 2 years and he's been talking to somebody that isn't you. So he may love you and he may love your personality and everything that you do, etc, etc. But the fact is, he's fallen in love with somebody who doesn't exist. Okay. So I don't know why you had to pretend that you're not you. And I don't know why you sent pictures of somebody else and not you. But the fact is that you live in a lie and your relationship has been built on lies for 2 years. And I wouldn't feel very comfortable with that. So I would honestly, the only way around this is honesty, okay? I think for 2 years, he deserves to know, okay, that you're not the person in the picture. You can't just stop talking to him and you can't just block him and go cold on him. You need to be honest about this one, but you need to explain to him, because you've not explained to me. You need to explain why you felt, it's raining, isn't it? It's raining in fucking back door. You need to explain to him why you felt that you couldn't be that girl and why you couldn't be yourself. And then, unfortunately, it sort of snowballed, hasn't it? And weeks turned into months and months have turned into year. So if he decides that he can no longer proceed with this relationship because you've lied to him, you have to accept that. But what you have to do is stop it now. You have to stop being somebody else. God forbid the girl on the picture actually finds out that you're doing this. You're using somebody's picture illegally, and I'm sure there's laws around that. Okay, and wherever you live, I don't know because you're anonymous, there is a program called Catfish. And if you carry on denying him access to you, whether it be through FaceTime or a meeting, I'm sure he'll go to Neve on Catfish and he'll do it for him. Right. Hi, Nelly. I was hoping that you and your flower pots can help me. Oh, here we go. I have just got an Indian ringneck parrot. I told you Sunday service was a bit different, didn't I? I've just got an Indian ringneck parrot and I'm scared of it, but I am trying my best. I just want to know if someone could help me with some advice on him, as I have been looking online, but it's not helping me. I need someone who's got a ringneck parrot to tell me, will it be okay? Can I tame him? And will he end up eating from my hands? Thanks, Nelly. Okay, so I have absolutely no fucking idea about parrots, okay? I have absolutely no idea about a Indian ringneck parrot. But the thing that concerns me here is, why would you buy something or take something into your home that you're scared of? There is no way on God's green fucking earth, there is not enough money in God's green fucking earth for me to bring a rat into my home. I'm absolutely petrified. So you said, I've just got myself an Indian ringneck parrot and I'm scared of it. Well, what are you scared of? Well, what did you get it for? Are you the right person to be owning these animals? And I'll be honest with you, it's all right getting these things that you think are fashionable or that your next door neighbour had or it seems fun. This is a fucking animal we're talking about, whether it be a bird or a fucking rat or a mouse or a cat or a dog or a bloody snake. We can't be taking things in that we're not sure about, because you might not be giving the bird the care that it needs. So my flower pots are not going to help you, and I'm not going to help you. You need to be ringing a bird sanctuary, somebody who deals with birds. Don't listen to Google. As I say, Dr. Google will have you going picking a plot and you're coughing and inviting folk to your funeral. Please, please, please go and see your local vet immediately. Go and see somebody that knows, such as like bird people, the vet. You know, you need to go and speak to somebody that knows about this bloody parrot. I couldn't give a flying fuck about finding out things like this, but that's because I'm not interested. They don't interest me. I don't want the parrot. My father-in-law's a parrot and he looks after it because that's his bag. But you can't start bringing animals, defenceless animals who rely on you for everything. My Hartley's sat at the side of me now. And if it wasn't for me, like opening the back door, he wouldn't go out for a piss. He'd piss on kitchen floor. If it weren't for me doing his biscuits and his food, he wouldn't eat. They rely on us for everything. So we can only ever be a responsible pet owner, whether that's a dog, a cat, a snake, a parrot, if you know about it and if you're willing to invest the time. But you've already got the parrot, now you're saying, I'm scared of it, will it ever eat out my hand? I'm sorry, but this is not something for dear Auntie Nelly. It's dangerous, is this question, and I need you to go and see a vet immediately, okay? And get the correct advice for this poor fucking bird. I mean, I usually get problems about birds, but not the parrot kind. So yeah, so please, 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 please go and get the correct advice. Ring a 24-hour vet up. Ring somebody, animal rescue. Ring somebody that knows and can find the information for you. And if you really are scared of this bird and can't look after it, please give it to somebody who fucking can. Okie dokie. Antonella. Oh, I've got me Sunday name there. Antonella, not dear Auntie Nelly. It says Antonella. I saw your video about the troll calling you a fat bitch. Oh, I know. I really admire how you dealt with it and that you didn't let it get to you. Well, I've recently been called names because of my weight, but I'm not as thick-skinned as you. It actually right upset me, and I've been finding it really hard to get over this. It's all I'm thinking about. I was wondering if you had any advice for me about how to not let it bother me. I really admire your confidence and strong sense of self and would really appreciate your advice. Okay, so let me just tell you a few things that get said to me on a daily basis. Okay, so you're not funny. You're a fat bitch. Go kill yourself. You're not even fit. You look like a mess. all that loose skin you've got, you should now give it to a burns unit so they can help people. You're a fat fucker. Nobody's ever going to love you. You're a slag. It goes on and on and on. You're an attention-seeking whore. I'd be embarrassed if you were my mum. Okay, so that's just a little bit what I can think of top of my head of what people will write into either Twitter, Instagram, my Facebook page, my personal page. These things are not said to me to my face. These things have never been said to me in real life, okay? And I think that's where we need to be serious, and that's where we need to really think about what's been said to us. So if my mum come to my house and said, do you know what, Antonella, you're not even funny and you're a right fucking fat bitch. Why are you saying that, Mum? Oh, Mum, why are you saying that? That would hurt me, because that's my mum in my life. Her opinion matters to me. She's my mum. I see her every day. I love her to death. If my next door neighbour said, you're a fucking stupid bitch, you, that would upset me, because I like my next door neighbour. We get on really well. However, people who offend me or try and offend me on Twitter, Instagram, my Facebook page, my personal Facebook, they mean absolutely fuck all. It is just words on a computer. It's just type on a computer. And it's so easy to type anything, because then we shut the laptop and forget about it. When we say things to people, that is where it hurts, and that's where it can cause upset and cause offence. So what I would say with this is, I cannot make you feel any different. You've got to feel different. You've got to let that go. You've got to understand why the person said that. 9 times out of 10, they're saying things because they're very unhappy within themselves, and they say things to you because they wish they were you, okay? I use the fuel of the trolls. I use every single word of the trolls as fuel for me to keep going, to keep inspiring people, and to be the outcast in society that, yeah, this girl can. That's what it does for me. I can't say that's going to do that for you. But when we are around people who are not very nice to us, or we're around people and we've got a strong opinion, we need to think about what we're going to say. Because if I had a dinner plate in my hand now and I smash it on the floor, I can super glue that plate together again, but it's always going to have cracks in it and it's never going to be the same. So once you've said those words to somebody face to face, be very careful about the impression you've left. And that's all I'll say on that. So why am I like this, and why does it not bother me? It never fucking has. It's just words. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because it's not my mum or my brother or my daughter or my boyfriend or my next door neighbour or my best friend. So it doesn't matter, okay? However, if it was these people in real life, then people who think that about me, they don't need to be in my life. I don't need any toxic friends. I don't need any people around me who don't champion me. It's all about building each other up and supporting each other. So I hope that answered your question, kind of, but there's nothing else I can say really, other than it's there. I always find that people who do try and bully people or who are nasty to people are just really, really unhappy in themselves. And they're the ones who need the most love, because they certainly weren't hugged as a child and they're not being fucked as an adult. Moving on. Okie dokie. Dear Auntie Nelly, when I was 18 months old, I was taken into care because my mum was not good at caring for me. I was in and out of foster homes till I was 15. I got pregnant when I was 16 and became a mum myself. I'm now 33 and I let my mum back into my life. We went on holiday. She drinks a hell of a lot. And on holiday, she drank too much and ended up kicking off in front of my children and being arrested. She was released less than 24 hours later. She does need help with her drinking. I don't think I can forgive her this time because she frightened my children. Do I shut the door and let her get on with essentially killing herself with drink, or just wait for the police to call and say they found her dead? I don't know what to do. Oh, Oh, okay, so when we have people in our life, okay, whether it be friends or family, and they're doing things that we don't agree with, or they're speaking in a certain way, they're acting in a certain way that we children can be soak that up like a sponge because they're so impressionable. When it's you and you've got somebody around you who's foul-mouthed or they're vulgar or they're violent or they're taking drugs or drinking, you're an adult, you're allowed to make your own decision. But as an adult who's in charge of your children, you have to make that decision. You have to decide if that person is going to bring any sort of good towards your children. And it doesn't sound to me like this person, regardless of whether she's your mother or a grandmother, is doing anything to bring any love or any memories or any excitement towards children. So I would say that the children come first here. Mum's had a chance when she had you and she lost you. Mum's had a chance again for you to give her a sort of a chance by going on holiday, and that hasn't worked. So unfortunately, you're going to have to close the door on Mum. She's big enough and stupid enough to look after herself. The only person you need to worry about is your children. Maybe you need to go and see a doctor, get a little bit of bereavement counselling about the fact that you were in care and that you haven't got a parent. Maybe you've got things inside you that you wanted to try, you wanted to do, you wanted to try and have a relationship with your mum because you've missed out. But believe me, do not do what your mother's done to you and make your children's childhood as messed up as yours were. Try and salvage that for yourself and live your life through your children. And I certainly wouldn't have anybody around my children who's an alcoholic, a drunk, or involved in the police. It's all right to have a few drinks when you're on holiday with your kiddies around you, but you certainly don't drink to where you don't know what you're doing, you're fighting and the police have to come. It's as simple as that. And that's my honesty really, because it's a shame. She has got problems and she does need help, but certainly you don't need to have that person around your children, do you? Because your children are absolutely fine and they don't need her, just like you didn't need her. So you certainly don't need her now, especially with all the trouble she's bringing. Oh, it is pissing it down here. Okay. Nelly, I've recently been left by what would have been my husband. We was due to get married at end of May. Everything was set in stone and ready to go. Then he turned round and said, I just don't love you anymore. He cheated with somebody he works with. I'm completely heartbroken. He states he's severely depressed, which is why he cheated. He has since tried to get back, but how can I trust him again? Also, at the beginning of the year, I suffered a miscarriage. I need advice. Do I block him out my life or try to remain friends? Many thanks. So we should have got married in May, but then he turned around and said, I don't love you anymore. I've been shagging someone from work and it's because I'm depressed. Okay, there are many reasons why people cheat, okay. And yeah, he could be depressed, absolutely. But does that mean to say that he has to cheat? The fact that you had a miscarriage at the beginning of the year, have you both sat down and spoke about that? Has that caused problems? Has that caused trouble in the relationship? Have you actually gone through any sort of bereavement? Have you actually named the baby, put it to rest? You know, what happened when that miscarriage happened? Did you push him away? Did you think it was just your grief and not his? There's a lot of things here, and sometimes when I get Dear Auntie Nellie's here, I have to dissect them and try and, you know, rather than saying he's a cheating cunt and throw him out the house and hashtag bye Felicia, we've got to put ourselves in both shoes. So I think, yeah, certainly sit down with your ex-partner and say, look, you were the love of my life, blah, blah, blah. I'm really sad that we're not getting married, because I think the last thing you need to do is put that wedding back on and send the invites out again. I think if there is something to salvage, he's trying to come back, he's sorry. You need to find out why he cheated. Was it because of the loss of the baby? Was it just because he were bored? Did he get scared? Did he get cold feet? Did he think one last shag before I get married won't hurt? You need to talk about it, because there could be very, very many different reasons as to why this happened. And you need to talk about this baby that you lost. And then, should you want to give your relationship another go, then I would certainly start again right at the beginning, as if you've only just Forget about the fact that you've cancelled a wedding and that you nearly got married. It really is as simple as that, really, even though it sounds like I haven't really answered your question. But how can you when there's such a lot in one, dear Auntie Nelly? It's okay for us to use excuses as to why we cheat. There's never an excuse. The minute that we hide a text, delete a text, or I look at somebody in a way where we would actually do them rather than he's attractive, I'd give him one, laugh and a joke. But the fact is then that you start ringing them, texting them, meeting them and actually give them one, we've cheated, okay? And that partner that you're cheating on deserves better. So you've got to know your own self-worth. Can you trust him again? If you can't trust him again, then there's no relationship. There will never be a relationship because you'll never trust him and you'll live a life of torment. When my husband cheated on me and left, he wanted to come back. And I have to seriously sit down and think, can I allow him back? Will I trust him? No, because I know me, and if he'd have been 5 minutes late from the shop, then obviously I'd have thought he was shagging the shop owner. So you've got to be honest, and it's not a life I wanted to live, and it's not a life that I wanted my daughter to live, or the arguments I wanted her to hear. So you've got to sit down and have a really good chat, maybe go and see a counsellor, maybe see a sex therapist, maybe see your doctor, but there's a lot here that you need to talk about, okay? Moving on. Dear Auntie Nelly, I've been engaged for several months. And of course, I'm very happy. The only problem is, I don't like my engagement ring. Oh, heck. Why? I didn't say anything at first as to not hurt anyone's feelings. But it's his late mum's and it's got her engagement date inside it. I just don't feel like it's mine. And that's because it's not, it's hers. Do you think I should tell him and just keep quiet? Oh. Right, so his mum passed away and he's done the lovely thing of giving you her engagement ring, which will have her engagement date in it. So no, it won't feel like yours. And as sweet as it is, and it is a lovely gesture, it's not yours and you're entitled to feel that. You could go one or two ways about this. When you get married, keep your wedding ring and put the engagement ring away and say, oh God, I'm putting it away because I've got my wedding ring now. Or you could say, look, I absolutely love your mum's engagement ring. It's so special and it's so precious and I wish she was here. I want to put it away because I don't want to lose it. So how about we buy something, not very expensive, but something that I can wear to say that I'm engaged, but keep your mum's ring safe because I'm petrified I'll lose it and it's the only thing you've got left to your mum. So we can be very diplomatic about this. We don't have to be saying, I don't want your mum's engagement ring, that's her ring and it's not my ring and it's her engagement date and it's not mine. So I think even though you don't actually like it, we will never ever tell him that you don't like it because he's done such a massive thing there. He's give you something that was his mother's and she's no longer here, okay? So we put it away in a box and say we're keeping it because we're so frightened that we'll lose it. And we either get another little thing that says, hi, I'm engaged, stay away. Or we put it away, keep it safe and just get a lovely wedding ring. End of, okay? But yeah, what a lovely gesture. And he must love you very, very much to want to give you something of his mother's. As did William with Kate Middleton. There you go. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful sapphire and diamonds. Somebody's just said, William give Kate his mother's engagement ring. She certainly did, yeah. And I think Megan got a ring made with one of the diamonds out of her jewellery collection. So I think it is a lovely gesture. But if it's not for you and it's not sitting right, I think rather than upset anybody, I would go down the route of, Monica, yes, I am live. This is me in my kitchen, hello. I would go down the route of, I'm so scared. So scared of losing it. I'd go down that, yeah? Okay. Okay, so it's the last one of Sunday service. So dear Nelly, I feel like I need to break up with my partner, but I have no idea how to do this. I've never split up, no, there's two more, sorry, I've got confused. I have never split up with someone before, and he hasn't done anything wrong. The spark has just gone. How can I let him down gently? I'm scared of being alone, but I know this isn't right. Thank you. Oh, how awful we're not in a relationship where we're feeling it and the other person might feel it, and they haven't actually done anything wrong to make you say, you know what, I'm not feeling it, this isn't for me. So you feel really tight. You think, well, he's a lovely lad and he treats me nice, and you know, he takes me out for dinner or he buys me flowers or whatever it may be, why he's so lovely. But he's just not for you. And sometimes we just have to say, I'm sorry, flower, but you're just not fucking rocking my boat. So let them go and rock somebody else's world, because they're not doing it for you. Now, we don't have to be so brutally honest about it, but we certainly do have to tell that person, because they're wasting precious time as a you. So I would certainly sit them down and say, listen, flower, I absolutely adore you. I love you so much. You're a lovely person, but I'm not in love with you. Chances are he might say, oh, thank fuck for that. Neither am I in love with you. You know, and you may going through the motions as well. But the minute that we start feeling that we've lost that love for that person in a romantic fashion, and we don't want to try again, we don't want to do date nights and sexy underwear and going on little romantic trips, you know, to get the spark back, we've decided there is no spark, there's never going to be a spark. We need to be as honest as possible with our partner, and we need to tell them that it's not working. It's not working. I'm not feeling it. But I want us to stay friends, and I really want you to find somebody, you know, that deserves you, because that's not me. Blah blah blah. And it is as simple as that. And these things happen. It's life, and life's not always kind, and it's not always nice. But it is life, and it is what we do sometimes. We have to sometimes just do things that make us feel real uncomfortable, put us out of our comfort zone. But, you know, you've just got to be right for you know, to let them get on with their life, and you get on with yours. Hi, hon. Fucking hon. You're looking fabulous. Thanks, hon. Anyway, I've written to you before about my partner's bad breath. Smashing. I took him to the kitchen table, well, breakfast bar, and told him we were both due a dental appointment. And so I booked us both in. By the time we got the appointment, his breath problem had gone, and the dentist didn't notice anything untoward. 2 months later, it's back with a vengeance. It's really putting me off kissing him, but I love kissing. Please help me. I'm at a bloody loss. Do I just shove a few Wrigley's extra in his gob before we go to bed? Help me, please. Oh dear God. So yeah, I do remember somebody writing in saying my partner's got bad breath, and me saying, why don't you book a dentist appointment? So by the time the dentist appointment come, his bad breath had fucked off, it disappeared and everything was fine. Oh dear. Right, so how do we do this? I mean, if you know somebody who's got BO, how do you do it? What do you say without offending that person? Look, he's your husband at the end of the day, and if you can't be straight and honest with your husband, you know, who can we be? I mean, we could make the comment of, oh, I would kiss you, but have you been eating garlic? Or, oh, have you had onions today? We could keep doing that, but how long do you keep doing that for? There's nothing more offensive than bad breath, I'd say, or a fishy fanny, or a cheesy dick. So I would certainly be addressing that in a really nice way, saying, look, what have you been eating lately? I'm really worried about you. Do you feel all right? Do you feel a bit poorly? Because your breath's not that tickety-boo. And that's how I would approach it, rather than, oh, God, I'm not kissing you, you've got shit breath. You know, I would certainly ask him to be thinking about what he's eating. Maybe the problem, if it's not dental, it might be coming from his gut. So yeah, you've been to the dentist, nothing quite happened there. And don't tell him that you actually booked that dental appointment for his bad breath. Let's go down the route that it's just happened now and it's something fresh, okay? Unlike his breath. So yeah, I would certainly tell him that you've noticed that he's got a little bit of a problem going on, and how can you resolve that? Maybe he needs some gut help or a doctor's advice, but yeah, just tell him, stop going round the houses, up and down back streets and round the three-wheeler bins, just fucking tell him, but not in an offensive way, okay? And that's it, that's been your Sunday service. Now, I saw a comment not long ago that said, Nelly, have you had Botox? Have I had Botox? Look at that fucking 11. I look like I've been fucking smacked with an axe. No, never had Botox, never had fillers. This is me. Take it or fucking leave it at 45. No, I've never had anything aesthetic done to me. Or did you call it invasive procedures? And are you asking that because you think I need it? Because believe me, Flower, there's a lot of things I need. Botox is not one of them. And on that note, I need to now shape myself and fuck off, because I've got a bit of shopping to do and then I'm going to my boyfriend's. Should you follow me on Instagram, Antonella Uncensored, you will see me on my holidays with that there boyfriend. So if you want a sneak peek, follow me on Instagram. It's Antonella Uncensored, where I'll be doing lots and lots of stories. I will not be here for the next 2 weeks because I am on my first ever holiday with my gorgeous boyfriend. Any pics of your boyfriend, says Leanne? Well, if you watch my reviews, I've got pics all around the house and in the bedroom, so keep your eyes peeled. And yeah, he will be on my Instagram stories. So I will bid you all a pleasant Sunday. Wish you all the very best of luck with whatever you're doing today. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your Sunday roast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the loves. Thanks for the shares. And I'll see you all soon. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, in my front room, live with Mum. What's in the box? Make sure you tune in as Mum gets ever so excited. Goodbye, and I'll see you all very, very soon.